happens when a boy gets hand of a giant ass mecha and decides to destroy everything with it? You know shit's gonna go down. This is Kakameki Valvrave Season 1 review. Let's do this. So this series is a 12 episode series about a boy named Tokushima Haruto, who's grown up in a world where there are two main powers, which is the Dortians, who are a giant ass military alliance, and Aelus, who is where he lives in Module 77. And one day the Dortians decide to attack them and have some invasion, and by pure coincidence Haruto manages to get into a giant ass mecha known as the Valvrave. And this series, Kakameki Valvrave, is, or Valvrave's the Liberator, if which one you want to say, is a very fantastic little mecha that is getting a second season later on this year. I believe it's coming out in full in October time, I believe. But basically this is a sci-fi action, I guess you could say horror in a little way, since there's some really creepy elements, mystery, like there's a lot of mystery as well to the series. But don't expect to have all the answers like answered in the first season. That's one thing I just want to point out. Now, our main character Haruto is a bit of a whiny bitch, but he does grow a lot more into a guy later on throughout the series, and he does have his love interest, Shoko, and he's got Rukino, and then as well we got the most interesting character throughout the whole series, and that is Karlstein Elelf. Now, Elelf is like the tactician of the whole series, and you will see that you will probably come to like him a lot more throughout the series, although you will probably see some freaking yaoi vibes coming from him and Haruto, so you might want to be careful for that. But throughout the series we do see other Valvrave throughout it. We get to see other pilots, we get to see big ass space battles throughout, and just trying to save the world. And now, probably the weakest part of this series may be that some of the characters are a bit annoying in some ways, but other than that they are still all very well developed characters. We didn't get to see much of the other Valvraves as we wanted to, since they didn't come out to the later half of the series, excluding like 2 of them. But overall this was a very fantastic 12 episode series, and I can wholeheartedly say out of the 2 other mecha series that have been out, which is Majestic Prince and Suisui no Gargantia, this is my favourite, and I think this was the best one of the season. You know, if you want action, which is the Sunrise, who are very known for doing mecha series, they always do fantastic with their mechas, and this is no doubt. This one looks beautiful. The CGI and the animation looks perfect in this series. There's just so much you want from the series. I just so good. And as well, we do get a teaser to season 2 later on, and I would wholeheartedly recommend checking out the first season now whilst you still can, and then as well you can go out and go see season 2. However, it is from I believe Aniplex of America do own this, so if you are going to get this series later on throughout the year, you probably will have to pay a lot for it. But no matter, because Crunchyroll does have the links, and I can leave the links down below where you can watch it on there for completely free. But that is all for me. I would give this series an 8.5 to a 9. Like, I think a 9 actually, because I really did enjoy this. This was a great little mecha. Like I said, there were little tweaks here and there that I didn't like, but overall it was great. Soundtrack amazing, opening was great. The 2 endings, didn't particularly like the first one that much. It grew a bit on me throughout it, but I think the second one did it for me. I really enjoyed that. But look forward to Kakameki Valvrave's second season. I've been Panda, so thank you very much for watching. Expect more seasonal reviews out there soon, but as always, strike like a panda, sign out, and I'll see you next time, people.